Welcome to the world of Mercedes.
Hey there, creative minds. Welcome to our channel Crafty Creations.
In 1886, Carl Benz introduced the very first automobile named the Benz patent motor car. The Benz car sported 3 wheels and weighed about 200 pounds. The single-cylinder 4-stroke engine produced 2/3 of a horsepower at 250 revolutions per minute and is considered by most to be the world's first car. The first Mercedes was introduced in 1900, shortly after the death of Daimler and 4 years after the debut of the Benz patent motor car. Emil Jelinek, who commissioned a new sports car as one of Daimler's primary distributors, named it after his daughter. Designed by Daimler's chief engineer, Wilhelm Maybach, the Mercedes 35 horsepower was considered a sports car and was primarily designed for racing. The Mercedes 35 horsepower set records that amazed the world of automobiles and became instantly popular because it sported 4 wheels, a petrol engine, a steel chassis, and a 4 forward, 1 reverse transmission. Designed by Daimler's chief engineer, Wilhelm Maybach, the Mercedes 35 horsepower was considered a sports car and was primarily designed for racing. The Mercedes 35 horsepower set records that amazed the world of automobiles and became instantly popular because it sported 4 wheels, a petrol engine, a steel chassis, and a 4 forward, 1 reverse transmission. The very first Mercedes-Benz vehicles were introduced in 1926, following the merger of Carl Benz with Gottlieb Daimler's company. Before 1930, Daimler-Benz introduced the K-type model with a top speed of 145 km per hour and the Stuttgart, which was a medium-sized, 6-cylinder supercharged model producing 38 horsepower. Since that time, Mercedes has introduced technological innovations and safety features that have been replicated in vehicles of all brands, but the luxury and status of a Mercedes-Benz is unmatched. In 1931, the Mercedes-Benz 170 was introduced with the world's first 4-wheel independent suspension in a 2- or 4-door limousine and tourwagon. A cabriolet and roadster were also introduced in the 1930s. The 170, also known as the W136, was a water-cooled petrol straight 4-cylinder, 4-stroke SV with 38 horsepower. These cars established Mercedes as the ultimate in luxury cars. This reputation grew in the 30s and 40s with the production of the 380 and 540K cruisers. In 1934, the 8-cylinder, inline-engine Silver Arrow was Germany's Auto Union Grand Prix motor racing car, winning many races between 1934 and 1939. Unfortunately, many of the Mercedes-Benz plants were destroyed by bombs during World War II. In 1948, Mercedes re-emerged and introduced a 4-door saloon that resembled the pre-war 1939 Mercedes model and was back on track. In 1949, the company introduced a diesel engine version of the Mercedes-Benz 170 of 1931. The early 50s, the world's first supercar was manufactured, the 2-seater 300 SL Gullwing with doors that were hinged on the roof. The 300 SL is considered a classic because of its sleek styling and advanced technology. The 3-liter 6-cylinder engine, with 215 horsepower, gave the SL a top speed of 250 km per hour. In 1955, the Mercedes 190 SL Roadster became popular thanks to its price, approximately 50% less than the 300 SL. Only available as a roadster, the 190 SL had a 4-cylinder engine and 105 horsepower. Mercedes-Benz launched its SE series in 1958 when it introduced the 6-cylinder 220 E series, which had improved pulling power and possessed better fuel economy. By the 60s, Mercedes had a reputation for its superior engineering and high-quality performance. It was then that Mercedes-Benz introduced the 600 sedan, which is considered a Grand Mercedes, featuring a state-of-the-art suspension system and a 300 horsepower V8 engine along with electrical, pneumatic, hydraulic and vacuum-operated features. The 600 was also available in a limousine model. Mercedes' integration of the safety belt. The new safety feature had been optional since the late 50s, but became standard in 1961. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class line was officially introduced in the 70s. These coupes and sedans sported powerful engines and many luxury features including the first anti-lock braking systems, passenger side airbags, seatbelt protection, and traction control. V8 engines were standard features of both the W116 and the W126 S-Class Mercedes. The engine options were 2.8 inline-6, 3.5, 4.5, 6.9 or the 3.0 i5 turbo diesel. The transmission options were 3 or 4 automatic or 4 or 5 speed manual. The 80s saw the first Mercedes-Benz 190e. The steering wheel airbag was optionally available for the first time and seat belt tensioners became standard equipment for drivers and front passengers. In the 90s Alfrecht Melcher Grossaspich, AMG, became partners with Mercedes-Benz and is now a high-performance division there, boasting only hand-built engines. Since the debut of the C36 AMG in 1995, a 276 horsepower engine with a top speed of 155 miles per hour, Mercedes now offers an AMG-tuned version of the majority of its vehicles. In 1993 the first 4-valve diesel engine was fitted in the Mercedes-Benz E-Class models. In 1994 the Mercedes-Benz Roadster made its second debut as a 150 or 250 horsepower, 4-cylinder engine, offering the same excellent durability and latest safety features of all other Mercedes models. Mercedes offers a comprehensive line of automobiles: A-Class, small family cars, B-Class, multi-purpose vehicles, MPVs, C-Class, compact executive vehicles and coupes, E-Class, executive cars, G-Class, off-road vehicles and sports utility vehicles, SUVs, M-Class, SUVs, R-Class, MPVs, S-Class, full-size cars, roadsters and supercars, Sprinter, light commercial vehicles, LCVs, Vanio, MPV, Vito, LCV. Thanks everyone to watch my video. Please subscribe my video.